Hello, hi, I have a problem that I'm hoping you can help me with. That's right, I am asking for your help because I'm spoilt for choice right now. Now, you probably guessed by what you see on the screen, it is the Tremor Scorch team, or the Tremor Burn team, or just Tremor, if you prefer. You know what, I'm just going to say it. It's Dawn Office. Look, I'm a huge Dawn Office fan. In fact, I'm working on that scripted video right now where I go over what I really think, so look out for that. Might be a bit delayed, just like Canto 10. Ha ha ha, epic joke. Let's get into it though, because when I say spoiled for choice, what I mean is you have the standard team of Dawn Office Sinclair, Dawn Office Faust, Dawn Office Gregor. Then you have the three thumb IDs of Valentina, or the thumb nurse father, thumb apprentice, and the coolest unit in the game, bar none. Thumb Sol, Lei Hong, Lei Sol, whichever you want to call them. There you go. But then the other issue happens, or you get the other issue of who is the seventh person. So for my main team, I have this Ryoshu. Don't worry about the team really, that's just for passive reasons. You have a lot of sloth as you can see there. You have some gloom because of his skill 1. It's not really a lot, but it's enough where you can get fluid sack. I'm not going to talk you through the intricacies of the team. You're going to see that in action, and you're going to hopefully see what I mean and what I'm talking about when I say I'm spoilt for choice. But enough of me saying that. Let me talk you through some of the choices. Now, obviously, the first one is the ID that needs no introduction. It is Miss Damage Dealer herself. She does not give a fuck what anything says. She just goes, okay, obliterate. So, yeah, that's kind of fun. The only issue is, because you have two thumb IDs here, or the two Nurse House of Spiders IDs, you can't evade. You're just kind of locked into this. Yes, I'm aware this up Tier 3. I'm working on 5. It's very expensive, though. I don't have any of the threads for it. More of that in a moment. I was up Tier 4 IDs. There you go. Problem solved. So, we go here, and there's a lot of... She could proc burn. Where was it again? Wasn't that one. Oh, yeah. Auto crit, activate bleed on target. She implies bleed herself. Activate the burn. I believe this one doesn't do that. That's fine. But you're going to get a lot of that, especially with Activated Burn, Yuri Faust. I'm going to do a whole kit review as well. Just know that this shit is good. Tremor Burst, you're going to be seeing that a lot as well. So Tremor Burst there. Tremor Burst there. Big Tremor. But these two focus on the burn. These are the more Tremor IDs. And the whole idea is getting Tremor Scorch. But let me talk. Ideally, what I should do is double slot an ID. Probably Philip Clare. Could be any of the Dawn officers. It could, honestly... Outside of maybe Heathcliff, you could double slot any of these 5 IDs. And they will all do well. All of them are spectacular. This is a fantastic team. Probably my new favourite team in the game. Yes, I'm a middle glazer. But these add something that I didn't expect would happen. And it's fun, but it's not monotonous fun. By that, what I mean is, with the middle... And I'll show you here, with the middle, you basically only ever do, right, let me get rid of you, refraction purposes. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you see there. And the middle is basically, can you click this simple button to activate the counter and get NV6 A-Res? Yes? There you go, you're having fun. You are having the fun now. And it's fine, but it does get boring. This gives you some alternatives. For example... You can probably see it here, but 2 different skills here. You can activate 2 different skill 3s, which is super nice. Faust has even more options here. It just makes Dawn Office a new ID, but that's more on that in a later video. I've stalled long enough, let's get into it. You can see I've got 3 different teams. So this is Team 1 with House of Spiders, Blade of the House of Spiders, Ryoshu. Okay? The next team, and these are all Tremor related by the way. The next one is with the Aroma ID. And that is because she triggers Tremor Burst. And also applies Tremor Burst. Oh, not Tremor Burst, but applies Tremor. You see there, she gains from having Tremor. Plus sinking on an SP-related enemy. Can't be overstated enough just how good it is. It can help you get that little bit edge over the line. Also, the Gloom skills are really nice because Fluid Sack, you get to heal. Yeah, you see there, tremor count. Tremor count is really important. More tremor there. Skill 3, just a tremor burst. And if you can line it up and you can proc it correctly, you get 2 tremor bursts for kind of free. Also, I just really like the ID. The second team is with Endcom. This one is a little bit trickier, I think. In theory, it sounds trickier. I'm going to test it now, then I'm going to record some, and we're going to see. Long story short, you want to apply Tremor Scorch, correct? She does Tremor Hemorrhage. I said that really weird. I don't know why. I kind of lost my voice, but she does Tremor Hemorrhage, which is fine, sure, but I don't know how amplitude conversion works. I don't know whether it's a case of, oh, if it's Tremor Scorch, it can't be converted to Hemorrhage, or if you have Tremor Scorch and apply amplitude conversion, does that Scorch then become Hemorrhage? I don't really know that, so I'm going to go and find out, and if it's good, and it works the way I think it does, I'll include it, otherwise, nah. And then we get the last one. Oh, actually, speaking of that, you could also do Ishmael, because she also does Tremor Burst. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. She's a Tremor ID, Sinking ID, so same as Ryoshu. It's just, she does Decay, which I guess is fine, and this is kind of... Actually, saying that... Yeah, no, I take it back, don't do that. I mean, Ego's pretty cool. Tremor related. That's cool. Probably, I know flashing up an Arknight's ego in this discussion is probably bad because I know people still blame every single issue on the collab. Yikes. And then the last one, and this might be my favourite one. I'm quite happy with this one. And it's Some Lament. Yeah, some Lament. And that's simply because of the new ego that released. Basically saying, hey, he inflicts tremor now. Like that's really it. I mean, you've got this, but it's just really that. Counts as inflicts tremor is sinking, and believe it or not, we go over skills. He has some pretty good skills. They are quite nice. I like them, and it's a fun ID. He's a fun ID. Just fun. It's nice. I just feel so spoiled for choice right now. So that's why we're gonna go in, and we're gonna go fight a boss, maybe several. There is one big issue though. I didn't talk about this before. I'm gonna go talk about it now. It varies from team to team, but it still has the same issue. Are you ready for this? Everything dies too fast. It's a weird issue to have, but I can't properly show it. Everything dies too fast. So, and in fact, I'm not going to do that. I was just to get there. I need to take it into the Refraction Railway. I need to go into the railway. Yeah, I got low count. I feel pretty good about that. I started the new one for this exact reason. It's hard to try and do it because I have to go into the Refraction. Specifically line 4, so you're going to be shooting a lot of Xiaomi, unfortunately. Maybe some Callisto, we'll see. It seems kind of unfair. It dilutes what's going to happen because I'm ramping up so much to get conditionals and whatnot. It's just very, very tricky. This is the only place where they don't die. And if they do die too fast, we have another boss that I can try and showcase it on. So hopefully, yeah. Oh, one more thing about this as well. The reason I also like Supplement is because he also has Gloom to feed Fluid Sac. So you're never going to be down on healing because you need 4 Gloom. I think it says right there, 4 Gloom. Envy, I mean, saying that Dawnclair feeds it all anyway. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering why she is first, it's because of House of Spiders passive, where we go all the way down. 3 res, which you can get Pride res in this team quite easily. The ally with the earliest deployment order uses a base skill. The said ally gains 2 poise potency. I'm pretty sure it stacks. And if it doesn't, we're going to pretend it does. Sound cool? Great. Let's go see the options, and then you can tell me which you think is the best. And in fact, I might come back and be like, no, I think this one's the best. So, with that said, see you when we get in there. 가족을 그대로 화장했지.
역시 우리 사무소의 자.
자신 있으면 받아봐. 한눈 팔았으면 되져야지. 자신 있으면 받아봐.
나갈 수 없어.
애들 작전을 뛰어들이면서 쫓아냈어.
나 손속을 벗어날 순 없다. 모두 해체해줄게. 심장을 노려.
나중에 해결해보자. 강력발.
돌아가고 싶지 않아.
받아볼 테니까.
심장을 노려!
여전히 무섭다. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
칼날 사출.
일간지
눈부시지 않다고 두려워하지 않아.
칼날 사출. 한눈 팔았으면 되져야지. 심장을 노려! 가능한 사출. 전 조각내고
역시 우리 사무소의 자랑이야. 곧 여명이 찾아오겠지.
제가 붙여줘.
이 불 또한 예술의 황홀경이지. 원, 필, 낭. 냈지. 자,
말했잖아. 느리다고. 내 차례네.
총알까 아까우네. 여명의 빛과 같이.
나비가 날개짓 하네. 실력을 잘 이용하지 못하셨을 뿐.
받아볼 테니까. 낙이네. 새겨드리죠.
것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
자신 있으면 받아봐. 심장을 노려.
시생열
얻어볼
심장을 노려. 하늘의 사주. 전 주방으로.
역시 우리 선수 잘
제가 돕죠.
이 불길 예술의 황홀단지.
잘했잖아. 우리다.
살고자 하는 모든 것들과 함께 무덤으로 돌아가라.
내 차례네.
Alright, hopefully you can tell by the lighting that it's rather late, so I've done some pretty extensive runs, for better or for worse, and I want to talk about some things, because I think I found my favourite version, the version I have the most fun with, and I wish it was this, but there's one thing holding it back from being really fun, and that is this passive for Roju. I almost forgot the name. Getting free res. In theory, it sounds alright. I mean, feeding Fluid Sac is quite easy because 2 characters with Bloom skills, and they appear quite frequently. I just think Ryoshu's better at it, and we're going to talk about that a bit more, but like skill 1 here, it's just... It's the same issue with this as well, with N-Corp. The skills are nice. Getting 2 res isn't that hard. The problem with this team is there's only, outside of Funksol and Heathcliff, more often than not, you're getting Sloth res. So it's a bit more... The Sloth skills appear more frequent, which is fine. It's just, I think I would prefer something else. Also, I have issues with N-Corp already. I think it's just... I think the gaze ramp up is kind of... It's not as slow as it feels like to me, but it still feels quite slow to me. I'm saying it feels slow. It's actually probably quite frequently. It's just... I don't know, there's something about it I'm not a big fan of. It's hard to explain. I'm just not a big fan. But you probably saw the return quiz or how long it takes to get to the final floor, and you just add one there because it counts extra floor. So, 21. If you finish in 20 or you get to a market with 20, guess what? It's 21. And same with like getting like 17, it's going to be 18. And I say a market, it's more like the entangled butterfly of the whatever it's called. You already know what it is. So, yeah, this is fine, but also I don't really feel myself using Solemn Lament that much because it's not a sinking team. It's not our butterfly team. It's Trevor Scorch. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to bore you with crap, what was it again? With this team because you know it's going to be great. You know because how Blade House of Spiders Ryoshi was just, oh my god, what are we thinking here? But yeah, no, I think my favorite one is probably this, and also it's quite good. And I think this because getting Sloth Res, like I said, Sloth Res you're gonna get quite frequently, and it's quite easy to get with this. And also it has Envy, which once again fuels up Fluid Sac even faster. I know End Corp does, but I think this is better, and also Full Bloom, and once again this ramps up quite frequently. You don't have to target the same enemy as well, like with Gaze and Dual Escalate, you have to target the same enemy. With Petals, if you get to Phase 2, specifically with this, Refraction Railway Section 4, when you get to Phase 2 of Callisto and Albino, you don't have to focus down one with one character, you can apply Petals to both. It's also, another reason I like this, is the frequency of follow-up attacks. If you get a Blazing Strike, that's already 2 follow-up attacks there. The chances of Ryoshi following up, pretty high. I'm going to be honest, I don't quite know how she follows up. I just know that she does, and does it quite frequently. It's really great. I'm not going to question it. I just know it works. And of course, Heathcliff followed up with Valentina Roja. I'm pretty sure precondition hits. She technically follows up. What was that again? I'm pretty sure it does, though. With, this. Crap, I'm forgetting, actually. I'm not going to get too into it, but yeah, long story short, I'm pretty sure she follows up with that at some point, and that's how that works, so, yeah. Overall, I think this is not the best version, but it's the version I have fun with the most. And hopefully, if you are in a position, privileged enough, where you have these IDs, and probably up Type 4, because that's where things get more powerful, give it a try. Okay, it's fun, it's nice, what's the worst that could happen? And before anything else, you probably saw I was using Unbrilliant Glory. I'll be honest, a lot of the times, the thing with Unbrilliant Glory is, it is nice. It's definitely a win more. By all means, it's a win more. But it is nice. Unfortunately, I don't find myself having an opportunity to really want to use it. Because the turn you use Unbrilliant Glory, you miss out on a lot of damage. It's the same with Lord of Hong-Yuan and Tears of the Tarnished Blood. In theory, it feels nice. It is nice. But you miss out on a turn of damage from him. And it kind of feels, in the grand scheme of things, Anyway, that said, hopefully that's helped. You decide, I want to run this team. If you do want to run this team, I recommend getting the Fun Duo as soon as. Okay, before this very season ends, you want these 2 IDs. Not just for House of Spiders Ryoshi, but 1, I advocate for these IDs, they're very fun. 2, when Season 8 hits, you can shard Lei Hong. Oh, sorry, Lei Salt. So, look forward to that. Anyway, that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Sorry if this video may have taken so long. I'm not too sure yet. I've edited this. Not yet. I'm recording this after the fact. So, if it's long, blame the editor, which is me. Yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Like always, stay refreshing.